This each of us should ask in this hall and even outside hall. This is happening also because of us. Because there is a lot of struggle even within the community. I can see it. I can see it in this university. That struggle must go away within the community. If you do not agree with me here, I can sit with you one-to-one and tell you where the struggle is. There is a struggle. We must decrease our own internal struggle. That's number one. And number two, enlightened people in the community, SC community, must handhold less enlightened younger people. That's not happening. Universities are learning generating skill training programs, but not enough motivated students are coming for those programs. In this hall, if I start a program, at the end of it only a handful remain. So somehow that motivation has not happened from the elders in the community to the youngers in the community. This I can see it. This I think should go away. Because unless the community helps itself in motivating them, this campaign will not go too far. I must see that campaign begin here in the university. We run official programs, because UGC says you run it, we give you this money, we run it. But is it successful? My answer is no. Because we have not motivated our ground level students to come and attend and learn and go and fight. We have not. So they come, they get confused, they attend few classes and they go away. So any amount of government-based rituals will not function unless there is a ground level motivation. This is very, very important. Other barrier, language barrier. Our SC students are good in thinking, but they cannot speak proper English. And the entire job market is dictated by how well you speak English. Whether you like it or not, that's what it is. Even now, that may change now in future. But our English speaking abilities in the SC community students is rather low. We must improve there. They have the content, but they can't express it. You can look at the tragedy. I see the students who are good and bright, but if they cannot express it, you cannot convince the other side. So some of these fault lines are very, very visible in the university for a long time. Somehow we are not addressing that well. And I need the support of the enlightened people in this community to support the university. Because unless that happens, we cannot move forward. My friend was asking, please tell what we are doing. I am just telling briefly what we are doing. And I am also telling you where we are facing difficulties. So university systems are trying to do in goodwill, in a programmed manner, because these are government sponsored things. We have to do in a time bound manner. Money comes, you don't spend money, money goes back. This is how it is. So we should spend money on time properly and get benefited. I am speaking like a Vice Chancellor now, because that's what I am supposed to do and that's what I am doing. So my call to the community here and beyond the four walls is that we should work together for a cause, for a good cause, keeping our own self-interest aside. And there should be enough cohesion in the community. If there is a divide in the community, that divide will keep you divided. And when that happens, look at OBCs. OBCs are as good in the data now as URs. Their job seeking abilities, their job acquiring abilities, their degree, they are all going in parallel, more or less. This data says it. So there is something that we must do it differently that we are not doing in the past. If there is anything that I can do as a Vice Chancellor here, and as a citizen even beyond my university, I will do it. But the right help should be asked with the right motive, and we should help ourselves. This is the only way we can help the country. Because country cannot progress as Bharat till there are deprived sections not coming out of the shell. If you look at the under the poverty proportions, under the poverty line proportions, SC, STs are quite glaringly high, under the poverty, even now. After 75 years of reservation, why is that there's so much of high percentage of under the poverty fraction from this? Why is it happening? I think these hard questions must be asked. And hard answers must be sought. And find out how to change the hard answers. These are not emotional issues, these are real issues. These are economic issues now. These are social issues. So I feel we should work together cohesively for the benefit of the community. I will work as an administrator within the rules paradigm, and I will try to help as much as I could, but you should help yourself first, in the mind and in the spirit and in the practice. So these are the few words that I'm speaking from my heart. There is no agenda here. I don't prepare prepared speeches. So I'm speaking whatever I am speaking, and let us help ourselves, let us help the community, let us help the university, and let us help the Bharat. Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Vice Chancellor Vijay Rao sir, for delivering an enlightening and thought-provoking talk on the struggles of scheduled caste and the solutions. On behalf of SSF and CDAST, we express our sincere gratitude. Next, I would like to invite Professor Krishnaji, Dean School of Humanities, to deliver a talk.